What's going on YouTube? Tony here, back again with another video for you guys. It's going to be an informative video for you guys. You guys can see the TCL 20 Pro 5G on one side, and then on the other side we have the OnePlus Nord N200 5G. So I currently, right now as in the making of this video, I currently have both of these devices in hand, and I wanted to go over some of the specifications before I started to compare them in later videos. So you can see here we have both devices, and if we scroll down you can see the prices. These are the current retail prices, although T-Mobile has it for a few bucks less. It's at T-Mobile for $216, the OnePlus Nord N200 5G currently at T-Mobile for $216. I think that's like a discounted price, I'm not too sure, but the retail is $239. And on the other side here we have the price of the TCL 20 Pro, which is at $499 on their website and on T-Mobile, not on T-Mobile, excuse me, on Amazon.com. So these are the current prices on Amazon.com, although T-Mobile has it for a little bit less, a few dollars less. I think that's just for customers, or it's like a lure to bring in customers. So let's keep going, and if you go down we can see some of the specs here. Let me kind of close this up a little bit, and you can see that the technology, they both have, when it comes to the networking, they have a GSM, HSPA, LTE, and 5G. They both have the same, except for, it's not showing it here, but the TCL 20 Pro 5G is missing the CDMA, but it is compatible with CDMA. I seen that on the box when I did an unboxing, and you can see the days that it was announced, April 2021, and the OnePlus June 2021. Comparing sizes, you can see that the TCL 20 Pro is just slightly bigger, and they're almost identical in weight. So you can see there that it is 190 grams, the TCL 20 Pro, and the OnePlus Nord N200 is 189. They're 1 gram difference. Gorilla Glass 3 on the OnePlus Nord N200. The difference here you're going to see when it comes to the display is that they both have 1080p displays. You can see there 1080p by 2400 pixels, and they also have 20:9 ratio. The OnePlus Nord actually has 406 ppi density, and the TCL has 395. So there's not much difference there when it comes to pixel density, but huge difference when it comes to AMOLED versus IPS LCD. So on the other hand, the TCL 20 Pro has HDR10, and it has 420 nits, and the OnePlus Nord N200 actually has LCD display IPS, but it has the 90 Hertz refresh rate on there. So when it comes to the displays, TCL 20 Pro has 6.6 inches and the OnePlus has 6.4. So not much difference there. Cornering Gorilla Glass on the OnePlus, NXTVISION on the TCL. They're both running Android 11, TCL UI, OnePlus OS 11. Here's another big difference here in the chipset. You're going to see that the TCL 20 Pro has the Snapdragon 750G 5G, and The OnePlus obviously has a more budget-friendly 485G octa-core processors on both. They're both running the Adreno 619. Micro SD card slot on both. I think they go up to 1 terabyte each one, and then they have UFS 2.1 on the OnePlus. Here's another major difference you can see in the cameras. That's probably where you can see the price difference in these, between these two, is the cameras and the processor, and also the storage capacity. You can see that the TCL 20 Pro has 48 megapixel, a 16 megapixel, a 2 megapixel macro, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. And the OnePlus has a 13 and a 2 megapixel macro, and also, so they're pretty similar when it comes to the macro and the depth camera. They both have LED on the back. Here's another big difference. The OnePlus Nord N200 does not have 4K recording on the front nor the rear, but here on TCL we do have 4K at 30. I think that's the max setting. On the front cameras we do have huge difference. Here we got a 32 megapixel wide angle on the TCL 20 Pro, and on the OnePlus we have a 16 megapixel, which is actually pretty good. They both HDR. Once again, the OnePlus Nord N200 does not record 4K on the front video, only 1080p 30 max setting. And the TCL 20 Pro does record in 4K on the front and the rear at 4K 30 frames per second. Loudspeakers, they both have loudspeakers. They both have headphone jacks. The TCL 20 Pro has 24-bit audio, and OnePlus does not. They're pretty similar when it comes to the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi bands, you can see their Wi-Fi bands are identical, and also 5.1 Bluetooth, GPS identical, Galileo, and then NFC. They both have NFC, infrared port, radio. The OnePlus Nord has the FM radio. They both support USB Type-C 2.0, USB on the go. Front fingerprint reader under the display goes to the TCL 20 Pro, and the OnePlus has a unique fingerprint reader which is on the side of the button, which doubles as a power button. Here you can see another difference in the battery capacity. We have 4,500 on the TCL 20 Pro, 5,000 on the OnePlus N200. They both have fast charging at 18 watts. So that's a quick comparison of these two phones, the price differences, the color options. We got Blue Quantum on the OnePlus Nord N200, and on the TCL 20 Pro 5G we have the Moon Dust Gray and the Marine Blue, which is the one I have. How they look side by side. 20 Pro, and they're both color options. And then we have, so I do like the OnePlus. It's a pretty nice looking phone. I like what they did with that phone. But there you guys have it. Quick comparison of these two phones. I will have some more videos for you guys comparing them side by side. If you guys like, drop a comment down below. Catch you guys on another one. We out.